Right, hi, welcome back to my channel. Now, in this video, I'm just going over some basic stuff about hand tools. Now, I think hand tools should be used more. People don't seem to be using hand tools as much these days. And I think we need to get them out. I've just knocked the clamp. I think we need to get them out now and start using some half decent hand tools again, because the way the world is turning at the moment, it's all power tools. Now, I love power tools, don't get me wrong. You know this from watching my channel. But on the power tools, obviously they're a bit heavier to be using them. On a hand tool, it's always a lighter tool, less work on the body, I reckon. So I'm going to be doing a series of videos which you will be seeing dropping on my YouTube channel. We're going to be doing a series of videos on restoring some old hand saws that I've picked up. Here's one for an example. I don't know how good this make is. I like the look of this saw, so I think I'm going to restore this and bring this back to life and get him all sharpened up. And I'm going to be doing a few videos on using hand tools, because I do like the hand tools. I've also got an old plane. I'll show you this one now. I couldn't believe it. I was looking in my cupboard up by here, and I must have bought this about 15 years ago. Here's the old box. Maybe I should be waiting for some people to jump on this live mind. But if you're watching on playback, which a lot of you do watch now, how are you, Sam? Nice to see you. Yeah, so in this video, Sam, it's just a slight chat, all right, about some hand tools. Now I'm going to be restoring some hand tools on some videos for you to watch. And we're going to get ahead and get restoring them. I might do one on a live as well. You're in the workshop as well, you, Sam? That's good to know. But I'm going to get some old hand tools and I'm going to restore these, Sam. And we're going to start using these in some of the videos, because I think we're all jumping onto power tools these days. I know they're great, don't get me wrong. They're awesome for work. Oh, stunning, Sam. I'd love to see that. So, yeah, we're going to restore some old tools. We're going to get using them, because I think everyone these days now, they're all using the power tools, and they're not getting on, are they, and using any hand tools anymore. So it's nice to see the hand tools make a comeback. I'm whacking the chisels out. Well done, Sam. I do love my set of chisels. And do you know what? There is no harm in using hand tools. I just got my old plane out, Sam, all right? This is a really old Stanley one, but it's just so nice to use. Obviously, watch this now. You know the score, Sam, all right? I'll just jump back by here now, track it on a timber, all right? This is just a little bit of pine I've got knocking about, if I can get you on there. Here we go. Can you see that now? There we are. So, what I normally do, as you know, on my videos, let me just try and get that. Obviously, as you know, in my videos, I would go and get my palm router out, yeah? I'd router a chamfer into the timber, all right? And then I'd realise that my blade has moved and I've ruined the workpiece. Now, if you're just using a simple hand plane and creating your own chamfer, well, you're not going to mess nothing up, are you? Because you can increase the chamfer step by step just using a simple hand plane, all right? You know, Sam, as well as me. And you can increase how much of a chamfer you want and how little of a chamfer you want. And it's so quick and easy to do just by using a block plane. I think it's a bit overrated, really, all of us buying these electric tools and using them constantly, because you can do it so quick with just simple hand tools. And you see how quick I created that chamfer, but there, that took seconds. So why am I wasting my time, I'm thinking, all right? Setting up my palm router, setting the blade, setting the depth, doing all of that, all right? When I've just picked this up and done this in seconds. So, my point of these videos is going to be, obviously I'm going to be posting videos on it on my YouTube channel. And the point I'm trying to get at is, when we're pulling the power tools and setting them up and getting ready to do a job, you've already picked your hand tool up and done half of that work. And like you just seen by there, I was only planing this. I'm not applying hardly any pressure on the plane. I'm creating that chamfer in seconds, all right? It's lovely and smooth. It's great. Yeah, I know I might not be getting the perfect 45 on there, right? But the hand tools, they've always been there for the test of time, as you know. All these old saws and everything like that, they're absolutely awesome. So, like I said, I'm going to jump on and get some videos done. What are you saying about this, Sam? Yeah, block planes around me. I've got a 101, which is smaller in the hand. Let's have a look at this one, Sam. This is a 110, this one. I think I bought this about, I don't know. It might be about 15 years ago I picked this up. Honestly, no, I must have picked it up about 15 years ago. And I pulled it out the box, and you know what? It cuts beautiful. I'm going to give it a resharp, and I'm going to take all this apart as well, Sam. And I think I'm going to get rid of all the paint. I'm going to paint strip it, sort the handle out, give it a nice clean, all right? And get this back in action, because I'm going to put this and use this on my channel in my videos, because we're going to be doing a few projects using hand tools on there. And I think I need to get back on them myself. All of my work, I used to do a lot of hand sewing. I hardly use the saw now. It's sad, really. Right, although I do have the Bosch 12-volt palm router, it's just set up for mini roundover and really useful. They are, Sam, I'm not going to lie. I do love my router. I use it very regular. I know, they are a lovely plane. The GS Sharp is a super simple sharpener. I might check that out, Sam, to be honest with you, and see what that's like. But it just goes to prove mine, doesn't it? You get your block plane, all right? You can do simple chamfers in seconds. Obviously, we're going across grain with there, all right? And it takes seconds to use. It's absolutely lovely to use. We've got a slight bit of movement in this table. But what I've done now with this, I don't know if you've noticed, I just chucked a few of these timbers in by our look, see? Because this bench ain't really set for using hand tools, but if you pop a few of these timbers in there, clamp them up, it takes a lot of the wobble out. It's not too bad now. Maybe I need to put something around there, but I think I can sort this table out and maybe I can use it. But yeah, so that's the plan I'm going to do. I'm going to get on to just getting on with some nice hand tools, all right? Takes seconds using hand tools. Absolutely lovely to use. Look at that, seconds, all right? And you know what? It's nice to hear that noise again, isn't it, with a hand plane. And you can chamfer all your edges. We all know this. You're all chippies yourself watching this, how quick and easy it is to do. But it's nice to use a hand tool. And do you know what the beauty of using the hand tools is? I just want to point out. That is the only dust you're dealing with in your workshop, all right? Now, I would have set my router up, yeah? I would have routed that across there. I would have had my dust extraction connected to the router, yeah? But I would have had a room full of dust, some very fine dust. Now, obviously, when you're planing, you're not getting hardly any dust. So I think what I'm going to do as well is I'm going to get the cameras set, and we will get a close-up on the cameras as well, and we'll see what sort of airborne dust is coming off, just using, obviously, a power tool compared to using hand saws, hand planes, and things like that. Because you'll be surprised the amount of dust we're actually sucking in using power tools, when you could revert to a simple hand tool, use that, and you're not going to have so much dust. And obviously you're only getting rid of these then, rather than big massive bags of sawdust you've created, and all that very fine dust when you're emptying your containers, which is full of the sawdust, because it's hazardous, as we know. So that's going to be my plan. That's why I just jumped on here. I just wanted to tell you a couple of ideas I'm going to do for some videos. And yeah, we're going to restore some of these saws as well. I got some nice old saws I picked up. Nice bit of weight on these. I don't know if they're any good. Do you know, Sam? These are called Footprint, Sheffield, England. So I'm going to restore this. I think I'm going to keep the handle. We're going to sand it all up. I've got some new brass screws on order. These ones are not brass on this one, mind. They just look like, I think they're a stainless steel, them ones. But this saw by here, it looks like it's got some nice brass screws on there. So we can tidy all that up and get this saw in action. Obviously resharpening it's going to be a bit of a pain, I'd imagine. But I'm going to settle down and I'm going to get it all nice and tidy. I'm going to get these in use then. Because obviously all we're using these days is Festool Domino and everything else. And I want to go back to using hand tools. As you know, a lot of this stuff I'm learning as I'm going along. But I am going to get on the hand tools and we're going to start making things of hand tools rather than... Who's that? It's only a proper saw if it makes that wobbling noise. That's 100%. Because a mate of mine, he's a chippy, and he used to bend his saw and he used to play a tune on it. Absolutely awesome. It's hard to do. I can't seem to do it. But a lot of old school chippies can, can't they? But yeah, as we all know, there's nothing wrong with hand tools. I have invested in some new ones. I got some old ones up there as well. So I think I'm going to get them out, try and restore them and see what we get out of it. The dust is a good point. Old is gold. That's what I'm on about, see, Scott. Now I've been sitting around, obviously finishing work in the night, and I've been thinking, why am I using these power tools all the time in work? I know it's speed, efficiency, right? And I know I use dust extraction all the time, but I do reckon that I'm breathing a lot of that dust in. Now when I'm coming in here, and like I've just said, and I do a little bit of hand planing, there's hardly no dust. You can see in the room, we've just done chamfers around there. Now you look at this bit of timber by here, right? You think of this piece of pine, all right? Get your palm router. You're going to route it all the way up there, all the way around there, put a chamfer on there, right? And I guarantee you that will create a lot of dust, right? Now if I got my block plane and I done it, probably the same amount of time, a little bit more, obviously, as we know, because it's hand tools, yeah? We're not going to have no dust off that. So I think a lot of people need to be thinking about that. Obviously working with power tools constantly every single day. I don't think there's any harm in pulling some hand tools out and just having a blast, to be honest with you. So that's my plan. Obviously I got my block plane. We're going to restore this, all right? So I'm going to get that restored. I'm going to get on with some nice jobs using these old tools. And I'm going to get my two saws restored by that as well. And I'm going to get on to using them then. And I've also bought a new plane, a very fancy one, and I'm going to be using that. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and crack on and make some videos. So I'll jump back off here now, alright? Nice of you for you lot to jump on anyway. And I'm going to get on and start making some content, because I haven't been posting regular enough on YouTube, I don't think. And I don't think they're happy about that. So I think they're slowing me down a bit. So I'm going to get on and make some content for you guys. I'll see you on the next video.